You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Underrated Mage. Today I'll be doing a video discussing Fairy Tail big announcement. Now, I know people, they've been getting tired of the videos whenever I say there's a huge announcement coming, but trust me, this is actually a huge announcement. Like, this is coming straight from the author of Fairy Tail, Hiro Mashima's Twitter. Now, a couple days ago, he did actually tweet out huge announcements. Well, this is me paraphrasing, but he basically said huge announcements coming soon that I'm going to be announcing. And this led me to three things, and I know some people they've been always asking me, yo, can you keep us updated on Fairy Tail, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. And listen, y'all already know it doesn't matter what type of content I upload. At the end of the day, I'm always going to be the Fairy Tail king. So why not come back and tell you guys about the huge news, or not the huge news, but the big tweet that Hiro Mashima made. I believe it was a day ago. Yeah, it was actually a day ago. It was on the 17th. He basically, well, this is me. I actually have the tweet pulled up. It said, it is likely to be able to announce various a little more. It seems like a lot of announcements. Now, of course, broken English because it's translated straight from Japanese. But from me reading this tweet as a Fairy Tail fan, this means three things. Number one, the anime returning. Now, this is probably the most likely thing, simply because the anime, it's always been hinted to come back. Well, not even hinted, it's been confirmed to come back in 2018, and they didn't really give us a date. So I think that they were trying to use, like, they did the good job of promoting it. They just threw it out there, said it was going to come back in 2018, and had a lot of people, including myself and a lot of you guys, excited for the new anime to come back. But I do think that the anime being announced could be the number one thing, simply because, like I said, the anime is a cash cow, and I definitely do think that the anime now would be a perfect time to really announce it coming back. You know, it's about to be a new season of anime, all this other stuff. You know, there's so much reason on why the Fairy Tail anime should be coming back and all this other stuff. So yeah, that's what I think that the first announcement could be, him actually saying that the Fairy Tail anime could be coming back. Now, the second announcement, which I do think, well, this one's kind of, you know, a little bit, I give it maybe a 70% chance, but a Fairy Tail continuation. Now, I know some people, they're still thinking, yo, it's been a year, almost 2 years since Fairy Tail ended. Why are you still on the Fairy Tail bandwagon? Simple. Listen, I sound like a broken record at this point, but the Fairy Tail series does not feel complete. And even though, like I said, if you guys see my Fairy Tail series review, even though I said that Fairy Tail isn't the most perfect series, I still want to see, you know, this is something, you can't just leave a series that I invested so much time into. I've been following Fairy Tail for like while it was ongoing, for about 2 to 3 years, and for a series to end off on that note, I just feel cheated, you know what I'm saying? So I do think that a continuation of Fairy Tail could be announced. And not to mention the fact that I've actually been on Hiro Mashima's Twitter recently, and I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know if I'm just late to seeing this, but usually whenever an author finishes a series, they don't, you know, continue drawing series. They don't continue like drawing artwork and stuff for it. Like when when Kishimoto ended Naruto, the author of Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto, when he ended it, he wasn't really on Twitter, you know, posting, you know, artworks and all this other stuff, where we didn't really see too much artwork. Now, of course, they did do like special stuff, like, you know, they would have like special books and stuff, whereas they would like draw like characters, all this other good stuff. And we did see a little bit of him like write like novels, but Hiro Mashima is constantly drawing. He's just constantly just uploading art to Twitter, and me personally, I think this is a sign. Like, and one of his recent tweets, well, not recent, but one of his tweets on January 30th was actually like him like drawing like a full-on panel of Natsu and Lucy. Now, of course, it was a joke, you know, it didn't have any words to it, but listen, the guy still hasn't lost his touch, you know. He can still draw the characters, and he drew like a quick little, like, you know, a quick little series, a quick little web series of them too. It was like 4 pages, nothing serious. And this led me to believe that the manga could be coming back soon. And me personally, I think this will be great. I mean, he's been drawing Zeref and Mavis together, and I mean, there's just been so much hints of a new Fairy Tail manga coming back. So that is my second thing on what I think that the big announcement could be. I mean, yeah, Fairy Tail's continuation could be coming back soon. And the last thing that I want to discuss for this video, or the last topic that I want to discuss for the 3 things, is a new series. Now, we know that the author of Fairy Tail, he basically said, yo, I actually want to start a new series. And if you guys don't know, Fairy Tail actually isn't even his first series. I mean, he did a series called Rave Master, which was his first series that he ever created. And I just said series like 30 times in the past 30 seconds. I don't know why, but Rave Master was his first work that he did. He went on to go do a Fairy Tail. So who's not to say that he won't do the same thing with Fairy Tail? We've seen a pattern with Hiro Mashima. He doesn't really like drawing he doesn't really like going over 10 years, you know what I'm saying? I believe Fairy Tail lasted either 9 or 10 years. I think Rave Master lasted around the same thing, or it could have been a little bit shorter. So I think that the next series that Hiro Mashima does, it won't be as long. Me personally, I think that unless he actually plans on like fully committing to this series, because if you guys don't know, if he actually like admitted that, yo, Fairy Tail is like a playful, you know, relaxed, you know, it's not supposed to be taken too seriously, and we can obviously see because of how he wrote it. But he basically was saying that, yo, Fairy Tail is just a series that I write for fun. He would even say that, yo, some days, like before, like he even said that sometimes he'll just make stuff up on the fly. But here's really 2 ways how I can see him taking the direction of the next series that he works on. And I don't know why, but whenever I say series, now I actually think about it, about me saying it, the words just sounds weird to me. But here's 2 ways how I think that he can handle the next work. Number 1, it could be a short series, and I just said series. It could be a short manga, and by short I don't mean like 10 chapters, maybe about 100, 150, you know what I'm saying? Maybe something short, whereas it could be short, fun, and kind of reminiscent of Fairy Tail, but it's not, you know, necessarily a copy, because Hiro Mashima, he does have a thing with using, you know, old inspirations from his other works. You know, we saw there was a lot of Rave Master, I guess you could call them Easter eggs in Fairy Tail. Like, for example, Plu, he was in there. Gray, he looks like, you know what I'm saying, Jalal. You know, there's so many Rave Master elements incorporated in Fairy Tail. And this new work that the new manga that he could be working on, maybe it's a shorter one, maybe about 100, 150 chapters. And maybe it's just something, you know, similar to how he did Fairy Tail Rave Master. And the second way how I think that he could make the new series, which I think is more likely, is maybe he'll actually commit to making a long-running, actually stable shonen manga that maybe wants to compete, or maybe wants to like be something that was as staple as like Naruto or something, or like One Piece, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think that is the route that he is going to take when it comes to making this new series. And the reason why I think that he could do this route is because Hiro Mashima is only 40 years old, and for manga authors, I don't know why I just got tongue twisted, manga authors, that's pretty young. I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe Kishimoto was about maybe 50s, you know, and I think Oda is a lot older than both of them. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, 40 and being able to draw manga is actually really, really, really young. So I could expect to see him maybe writing a new series, going like, you know, actually being long running. So yeah, that's my whole thought on that. And he also did say that the next series that he wanted to make would be a little bit more serious. So that's also another clue on why I think that he could actually be coming out with a new series soon and make it a lot more serious. But yeah, overall, what are you guys' thoughts on this quote-unquote big announcement that has to be made? I mean, this is actually really scary, this thing, because like he came straight to Twitter and just told us straight up, it was like, yo, it seems like it's going to be a lot of announcements, and it's pretty big. We see a lot of people replying underneath his tweets saying, yo, is it going to be a Fairy Tail season 2, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. So yeah, me personally, I'm excited. I hope they don't post some BS and like say it's like a live action movie, or maybe it's like, I hope it's not something random. I hope we don't get the Bleach treatment. Whereas the Bleach, if you guys don't, and I'm gonna end the video off with this, but if you guys don't know what the Bleach treatment is, basically the Bleach anime ended a while ago and the manga continued, and then I believe in the summer they actually started hyping up. There's like, yo, something big's coming to Bleach, blah blah blah. They kept saying, yo, Bleach is gonna be here, or there's a big Bleach news, and then it ended up just being a live action movie. So yeah, I hope that we don't get that type of level. I hope we don't get screwed over like that. But yeah, overall, now that's really it for the video. Tell me out of the 3 cases, which one do you guys want to see? Me personally, if I had to think, I will probably want the new series, you know what I'm saying? I would probably want the announcement of the new series. Don't get me wrong, I like the anime and I like Fairy Tail, but I think it'll be refreshing to see something completely new from Hiro Mashima. You know, I think that'll be dope. But that's really it for this little video. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.